various types of communication, and among these include verbal communication, human and electronic aids. Among human aids, we have translators and interpreters, and among the electronic gadgets, we have computers, we have iPads. Currently, we are living in technological advancement whereby we are going to encounter ourselves using modern technology. When we are writing our notes, we tend to write using computers. All those are forms of information, are forms of communication or passing over information. We send email from one person to another or from one organization to another. We also have another form of communication, which is non-verbal communication. Now, non-verbal plays a very vital role. Therefore, we need to have effective communication skill whereby we have to use our active listening skills at all times to hear what people are trying to communicate to us. Posture, the way we position ourselves. Eye contact, we need to look straight in the eyes of the people. Smell nice. Touch, because these people are vulnerable and some of them they cannot see or hear what we are trying to communicate to them, then we tend to use a appropriate touch of communication to the service users. That takes us to our clients. They tend to experience barriers of communication, including the carers, and among these include language barrier. You can find that when we are trying to pass over the information, the person cannot understand us. That's one barrier of communication. If we use jargons or vocabularies which the class cannot understand, it is going to be a barrier of communication. Physical conditions. If a person has a medical condition like stroke, dementia, which is a mental condition, if they have sensory impairment. We also have environmental factor, whereby if we have poor lighting in the workplace, if the televisions are too loud, or there is destruction in the environment, or if you, the carer, you are not interested to hear what they are telling you, there is a barrier of communication. Ways to overcome these problems. We need to tackle, or we need to use strategies to overcome the problem by, if the client has sensory impairment, what we have to do, if they need glasses, we support them to wear them. We support clients to wear hearing aids. Every time when we are supporting them in the morning, we make sure that they have their communication aids to enable the information to flow effectively. We need to ensure that the rooms have enough light, enough temperature, and the curtains are open to enable the service users to see what is happening and for them to understand us when we're communicating. We need to use simple English when we are trying to communicate to them, and be clear, precise, and to make the sentences very short, whereby it can help them to understand what we are communicating to them. That takes us to ways of clarifying the information which has been conveyed to us. We are going to find ourselves in several situations whereby a service user is requesting, he can actually request you that I need a cup of tea. Now, to clarify the misunderstanding, we need to repeat the sentences to check whether what we have heard, it is exactly what they mean. We can rephrase the way we communicate or the way they have communicated to us. This is going to clarify the misunderstandings or to minimize the misunderstandings that would have risen and to resolve any issue which would have happened. Another thing is about confidentiality. What is confidentiality? Confidentiality is the privilege where a person confides in us with their confidential information. However, in a situation where we recognize that the person who is passing over information to us is in danger, is at risk of any harm, we need to make it clear that that information is not going to be confidential because we are going to pass it over. This is very paramount because it helps us to have or to build trust with our service users. Thank you very much for listening to me, and our next unit will be handling of information in health and social care sector. Thank you.